Welcome to Perception Studio. The show that you're about to watch is a fully interactive tabletop role-playing game. You can interact by choosing an item off of the donation menu, and at every $100, an extra special thing will unlock in the story, and generally make things worse for the players. To interact with our show, hit !tip in the chat, follow the link, enter your username, and then select what tier you'd like to donate at, fill in the message for what you'd like your donation to be used for, and that's it. Enjoy the show.
Hey, howdy, hey!
Hi. What's up?
I'm Brooke. Welcome. Welcome back to Perception Studios. Here we are, you guys. It's scary season. You know what that means? We're back at it again with Monster of the Week. Whoop whoop. So we have one player who's familiar with this system opposite me at the table, and everyone else is brand new.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't remember anything.
Perfect, even better.
We're all gonna be leaning on you.
No, don't. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
It might sound sarcastic when I say this, but I do genuinely love having people who have no idea what they're doing opposite me at the table, because it always lends itself to creativity and to having a lot more fun. So I genuinely love teaching newbies this game. It's really, really fun. Okay, so I'm Brooke. You guys know me from literally every show ever. Hello, I'm back. Do you guys?
Every show ever.
Every single one.
Ever.
Most of the ones from the last year and a half. Here I am again. Do you guys want to talk about yourselves? Why don't we start with Chunk?
I'm Chunk.
Hi.
I'm playing Annie, and I'm a spell slinger.
Flinger.
A web slinger.
But
with
spells.
Okay, gotcha. Hi, I'm Shane.
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 I thought it was Shawnee.
No, Shane. I get that.
It's Shawnee.
Actually, people, even if I'm wearing a name tag that
Beyonce.
says Shane, people go, "Oh, hello, Sean."
No.
Like Nar.
They just don't get it, but that's okay. You can call me whatever
Those
you
muscles, though.
want. As long as
You can call me those muscles.
You can call me muscles.
Ooh,
No,
like
stop. I lost what I was saying.
Is there
Now
anything?
it's the part of the show where we make Shane blush.
He's gonna make all of us
Just so
blush.
everybody knows, he's also wearing short shorts.
I have very short shorts on.
It's
like Daisy
fantastic.
Dukes. Yeah.
It is a gay man's dream.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's so gay.
It's for the thing. You'll see in a moment.
I love it.
I'm like bursting out of my clothes because I'm playing a monstrous hunter. Those are the types of hunters that have a little bit of a monster in them. So it's like a transformation, like that kind of thing.
I'm now disappointed it's not everyday wear.
Well, I mean, it actually is. This is just my clothes.
Oh, look.
But
pretty
it fits the theme. And my name's gonna be Rodeo in the show.
Rodeo show.
Rodeo show.
Is there anything you'd like to plug, sir?
I have something really big to plug, but should I do it on my turn right now? I feel like
No,
I'm
do it on
taking
somebody
the whole
else's.
time.
When somebody else is talking.
I have something really big to plug. I have Hotel Prospero coming up. It is, I know, it is a tabletop role-playing game much akin to this one that we're playing right here, only it's set in more of like a turn-of-the-century murder mystery kind of vibes, and it's going to be debuting here live on October 20th. So please come by and you can watch me do what Brooke does. I won't do as good a job as her, but
probably
please
will.
come watch me anyway.
It's pretty low.
No, you're amazing. Hotel Prospero.
Yay!
Nice. And I'm Echo. You know me from literally everything for like the last 4-ish years.
Yeah.
Plus your second ever Sky Daddy. And yeah, I'll be playing Axel, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah. You're what type of character class?
I didn't know we were doing that. I'm a flake.
Nice.
Love it.
It's gonna be fun.
And I am Ryan. I am your resident Wednesday Dungeon Master. But today I will be playing The Chosen. So of course my name had to be Perry Lauder.
All right.
hate it here.
Weird. I don't know why that sounds so familiar. It's crazy. I also it just dawned on me that I'm GMing opposite two GMs, and I'm not. It doesn't make me nervous at all. I love it.
Agree. I've GM'd once.
Okay.
There you go.
I love that.
Once
That's
a GM, always a GM.
Yeah, you
Resume. Okay, so here we are, and don't panic. So, last season on Enigma Enterprises, actually, let's talk about donations first. Thank you, Ryan. I fully forgot. So, if you want to play along with us, you totally can. Check it out. That way. So, for $10, you can give any of the lovely hunters opposite me, or maybe myself if you want to be crazy, but let's not give me too much power here. It's already pretty crazy. You can give any of these hunters a reroll, which will be super, super helpful, especially when we're playing with D6s. Just that one change really can make a... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just looking around.
Okay.
Ignore him.
He's heard this spiel so many times.
Take a gander. I love that. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you? Excuse me.
No, yeah. Nope.
Okay. For $15, you can give any of the hunters or myself a twist. You guys are all familiar with twists. Basically, it just gives a little bit of a shift to the narrative. It just says, okay, but also no but. Instead of yes and, essentially. And it just changes things a little bit. For $25, you can give us either a character drop or an item drop. Last season, you guys were bananas. You gave us such classics as Lil Grimmy, who has a t-shirt still available online.
Get it now while you can.
And Lucy, the what's it called when you can't stop yourself from stealing things all the time?
Kleptomaniac.
The kleptomaniac, and we love her.
We all knew that word very fast.
Yeah, okay,
That's
so
a little troubling.
that was really telling, you guys. I'm scared.
This wasn't pyromaniac.
And yeah, some other really lovely things. You gave us a gauntlet made out of tree root that gave one of our players who should not have had magic, which was fun. There was all kinds of really neat stuff, so keep those drops coming. And for $50, you can give any of the hunters a point of luck, which when spent will allow them to basically auto-succeed on whatever it is that they're trying to do. So that's pretty cool. All right. Lovely. So also last season, we had a lovely thing where we did a session 0 before we even started rolling. We were not able to do that this season, so we're going to do a little baby mini session 0
Right
here
now.
tonight, live for you now, and it will totally be so entertaining and fun. Okay, so here we go.
It's all about the process. This is a
Yeah.
little behind the scenes.
It's all
look.
about it. So, first, now that we've gotten to know each of our characters just a little baby bit, let's talk about team concepts. So, I'm going to just kind of jump through some. There's a big long paragraph here, but I'll give you only some of it. It's good to work out why the hunters formed their team. There's all kinds of different ways that you can do this. You might be a family of monster hunters. You might be working for some kind of government corporation. I hate the government, so let's not do that one. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can be just a sort of motley crew of friends who sort of accidentally their way into monster hunting together. Last season also was very heavily based on Scooby-Doo, so it wasn't very hard for us to come up with a team concept. There's a quick pointer in here that if you have an expert or a professional, they're really good to put in as kind of the leader of a team concept because it's just really easy to group everyone into their thing, but I don't think we have one of those this season. Another one that I often make a sort of recommendation for, although we definitely don't have to do it this way, is if you have a chosen on your team, which we do, they often make a good team leader because they have a sort of destiny that they need to fulfill, and so you kind of get together your dream team to fulfill your Perry Lauder destiny. Defeat, hold a torch. Yes.
The boy who vibed.
The boy who just straight vibed for 4 episodes.
Holy shit!
And thank you so much, X-Track, for 200 heckin' dollars. That's 2 Bard songs just to write off the bat. So we'll get to those in a minute. Let us
like
know
the
in the chat
currency
how you would
heckin'
like us
dollars.
to manifest these. If you want to put them all into so many rerolls or twists or drops, or just let us know. Or luck, maybe.
I think it might just be like straight up Lux.
2 lucks for everyone,
I
or
think
1 luck for, I can't math. 50,
oh.
100, or 250. Yeah, 150, 200.
Math.
Okay.
Let's
so
watch
everyone
Brooke do
gets a
more
luck
math.
until otherwise decided.
Wow.
I'm an actor, not a mathematician.
Act like a mathematician.
Yeah, okay, well, it's. I'd have to really go method for that. I might have to go back
Thank
to
you
school.
so much, Extra. Thank you so much.
We really do
Yes, thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Alright.
How incredibly stupidly generous. I'm terrified now. Because they all have a leg up on me. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, anyone have any.
What does the luck do? Did we say that?
Luck is basically an auto success.
Perfect.
Can we save it for whenever we want? Or is
Yes.
it just our first roll?
No, you can use it whenever you want. So lucks are something that in the game already exists, and it's something that we've added to the board that you get for free. So anytime you fail a roll in this game, you get what's called an experience point. And every time there should be on your character sheet a certain number of experience points that you need to get before you level up.
want coins.
And everyone should have a set number of lucks on there as well. I think everyone should have.
Yeah, it's on this thingy. Yeah.
It's
This
usually,
thingamabobber.
I think last season everyone started with 4 or 5, and then they got more and they spent them, etc.
I didn't know we were starting with ones, but okay.
Okay, well then let's do this. If it's not on your sheet, let's say everyone starts with 4, and then with that donation, you all now have 5 luck.
I have a toy.
Also, as a fun little bonus, so your character, every time you spend a luck, gets a little bit less lucky, right? So kind of narratively, it manifests itself. If you use all of your luck, bad things can happen to you. So that's another reason why giving players luck is really nice, because you're kind of keeping them away from that bad thing happening.
So we have 5 luck right now.
You have 5 now,
Okay.
yes. You would have started with 4, and now you each have,
Okay,
1 extra.
cool,
So you're
cool,
each
cool.
having 5 luck.
Are we using the coins?
Yes.
Yes.
Understood.
Have fun.
Can we get you some?
So,
I'm good.
what are we
Courtney,
thinking
it's
for
more
a
stuff
team
for you to play
concept?
with.
We can do a Slayer and an
Try
Entourage,
to-
the
We're
We're
Unexpected
totally not paying
Cases
attention right
team.
now.
So Sarah,
It could be some kind of secret order.
Ooh.
We
the
kind of
Phoenix.
had like an
I mean-
offshoot of the road tripping hunter family last season. We could do something like that. What are you guys thinking? What's your vibe?
Sorry. I gave them toys. I'm so sorry.
Oh no! Not pretty shiny things.
The
bane of
Quite
existence.
literally, they're shiny. And big ones, different weights.
we have my full attention.
I love that.
Okay, so we are picking why the heckin'
Why are
heck
you
we
guys
know
a
each
group?
other. Yeah, why
Did
we-
someone get you all together? Did you all kind of accidentally find each other? Do you work for some kind of underground or above the board corporation? What's the sitch?
And do we know that monsters exist? Like,
So
are
you
we...
definitely do.
Well, yes.
And a little flavor for this season, I will give you guys like a little bit like of what I would have said in our prologue. But essentially, everything that happened in the last season is true, but most of you probably don't know about it.
Okay.
There was this crazy incident that happened in the auditorium where like a lot of people freaking died like a couple days
Shit.
before Halloween last year. And then on Halloween, there was also, this is kind of a post-season 1 story, there were a series of murders in addition, which it was specifically on Halloween night, and a lot of those murderers have not been found since, and it's because they were in costume. And a lot of these murders felt very themed. There were bite marks that felt very reminiscent of vampire bites, and there were kind of really inhuman sort of, tearing
murder?
situations happening.
Hey, twist for rodeo.
Twist for rodeo!
Yeah.
Oh, for me! That's me!
Yeah.
Wow. Twist.
What a twist.
So certainly there are crazy basket cases who believe in monsters, and there is a supernatural shop not far from campus where that is, I think, has become more frequented since last
College
Halloween.
students?
Yeah, well, some of you might be, some of you might not be.
Okay.
Last season it was mostly college students, but you
Got
guys
it.
don't have to be beholden to that. So yeah, there was some shenanigans last year, and we are now approaching Halloween season once more. So a lot of law enforcement is on edge. There's probably going to be some kind of campus-wide policy about costumes on Halloween night, just to protect students. Although obviously that can't be enforced off campus.
one's
And
allowed
they're
to
college
watch.
kids. People break rules all the time at that age, so who's to say? But yes, people are definitely on edge. And a version of the dangly bits does exist, Vein Dead, although it has been subsequently renamed as Vester Dangle is no longer in town and very difficult to find at the moment. He's kind of gone amiss. So, all of that being said,
Neutered.
Castration station.
Your character's personal belief in monsters and what you all do before coming together is one thing, but now I think most of you are probably going to believe in the things that you're trying to hunt down. Maybe if you're a mundane, it might be something where it's like you're kind of questioning it, and it's like maybe you don't see things the same way the rest of the group does, but you want to be here because these are your friends and you want to protect them. I'll leave that up to you what your reasoning is. So yes, very interesting. What do we think?
Okay, well, I have one concept
Okay.
for myself.
Okay.
If we can narrate it into
Sure,
me.
sure.
So since I'm playing a monstrous character, which is one who
monsters.
One who monsters.
Monsters do.
I have the appearance of a human, but I transform into a monster, which I'll get into later.
Which one is the real you?
What?
Which one is the real you?
The real me?
It's like lichens.
My heart.
They're both.
So I'm thinking if I somehow find that you three are monster hunters, I have an empathy for monsters since I am part monster,
Right.
Perhaps, and I want to make sure that you're hunting them ethically.
And it might also be up to you whether that is something you divulge to the rest of
Yes,
this.
I think it could be something that pops up.
Yeah.
Maybe, perhaps.
So yeah, that's something you all have to decide is have you given them this information? Because absolutely you as players can know everything that we've talked about, but as characters you might not.
Anyway, that's just my thought. If you guys want to be the hunting monsters, and that's how I slip into this.
Sure, I like that.
I'm gonna say that I had a monster kill my parents.
Okay.
A toon killed my brother.
So now I'm on the lookout
Dropped a piano on his head.
to take some down.
Okay, so you're vengeance seeking.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm an angsty dude.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, I can't wait to see this.
And just real quick, Arsenal, thank you for the drop. A character drop. Klaus van Hammersley, the
Hammersley.
world's foremost expert on toy or doll-based monsters. You know, jigsaws, your puppet masters, your Annabelles and Chuckies, that sort of thing.
Okay, lovely. Let me put that name down before I forget it.
Klaus.
Klaus.
Oh, that's cool. That's a really cool
I
concept.
assume this is based on Van Helsing.
I would
But
imagine.
specifically for dolls.
Yeah. Hammersley.
A puppet master.
Kyra, I'll come get you.
Are we
you,
rolling,
Mandy.
Ryan? Thanks, Mandy. Oh, that's so nice.
That's okay.
Mandy, there's 3 other players here. Just
Wow.
don't forget.
Wow.
We're not special enough.
Yes.
Does one of you have in front of you the little questions that you're meant to ask each other as well? Because I'm struggling to find that in there.
I have
and
introductions and history.
Okay, great. So let's do that in a second. But first, let's get to let's read this first.
Esoteric Bob.
Esoteric Bob just tipped $25 for a character item, GM choice, the infamous Screamer.
No, thank you.
If character is on a break and looks normal but could kick up any time. If item, the first character without luck is now haunted by it. Choose wisely. I'm dead. The infinite Screamer. Characters?
Oh, so you get to pick if it's a character or an item?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, neat. Let me look at it. Cool.
Straight up just chilling. Don't waste your luck.
So, vengeance seeking.
Yeah.
Secretly infiltrating.
Chosen one.
Chosen one. Of course.
Oh, no, wait.
Wait.
My dad died. My
okay.
mom is still alive, but not doing so good, and I'm looking for the answer to immortality.
Very cool.
That's
now,
fun.
Did you gather people to help you, or are you alone?
I think maybe I just found the weirdos, and I was like, those weirdos might help.
They might help. Okay, they got
just go
some
hang out with
skills.
them.
Yeah. I kind of just throw myself into a lot of danger thinking this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
I myself have gone deep into the forums on the internet. We all know those holes.
okay.
And I started drawing a lot of conclusions. And now I'm out in the world trying to piece together everything that I've learned online.
We got like
Okay.
the red thread on the bulletin.
So you guys
board.
are kind of a motley crew of accidentally friends who have come together to try to combat this unknown sort of force. Supernatural.
Comfortable acquaintances.
Okay, cool. Do you think that you're like would be dorky enough to come up with a team name or no?
Yeah, we have to have a
We
name.
have to have a team name.
We were Enigma Enterprises before.
It's true. I mean, does the chat have anything that they might
Chat,
suggest
any
for us?
suggestions?
If it's
Like-
really good, we
You get a
absolutely
star.
will
Be a
not pick
one-word
it.
name, like the Blackouts or the something-somethings.
The somethings.
We have Paradox Perception
Feather,
from
Feather.
Master Allen. We have the Chosen Frozen.
Make a salt team. Go.
Do better.
You're also lucky to. I'd be happy to just as a I don't know, as a sort of happy accident. Most of the team from last time is not going to be on this season, but Lucy will be, and she probably was bequeathed the van
I don't know
from
who
Frank
Lucy is.
Bones. So mayhaps she might pass it on to a new group of people that she recognizes. If you'd like to be unnamed for the moment and sort of
Yeah.
play out that
Yeah.
scene when we get there.
Something will stumble
Wait, is
upon.
Lucy the little one?
She's the little,
Okay.
yeah, kleptomaniac
Yeah.
with the penguin t-shirt.
Slippery slope.
We love her. Okay, cool. So for now, let's do that.
Do
Okay,
better.
lovely. So who has those questions, and let's talk about them.
Oh, one right here.
History.
Okay, so it says go around the group. When it's your turn, pick one for each of the other hunters. So I select another hunter and ask them one of these questions. Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll start with you, Annie. Listen, Annie. You. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm looking through the list.
You
Or
can
I
do
think
it.
each of
Okay.
you gets to ask another person one question. I
One
think is
question?
what it is.
One
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
You're basically
Fleshing out their character.
exactly.
Okay. Ooh, I like this.
Flashing.
Maybe you know my secret with this one. Okay, so because it says you lost control one time and almost killed them. So I lost control and almost killed you.
Yikes.
But I need to ask you, how did you stop me? So maybe you're the only one that knows my secret and I transformed and tried to kill you.
Keep in mind, have you told them what kind of monster you
No, I
are?
haven't. But I'll tell you. But then I'll be on my mic.
No, yeah,
Maybe I
that's true.
shouldn't do that one because I like the
No,
surprise.
it's fine. You don't
no,
have
I like
to.
the surprise. I could be romantically obsessed with someone. As long as they know. They tried to slay you. Oh, they tried to slay you, but you've proved you're on the side of good.
Oh, maybe I was
That works
suspicious.
better.
I was suspicious.
That works better. Okay.
Shane, there's nothing down here.
Don't
Eyes up
be
here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking
Don't
at the hands. The answer's just so lovely. I'm just staring at your hands.
Yeah. So I know something, but I don't know the whole truth.
Yes. Okay.
nothing
There we go.
I'm
We don't
intrigued.
get a reveal. Okay. Cool.
There you go.
Okay. That's our
It's that
connection.
plunging neckline.
Yes. Something about
My
it.
eyes are up here. So good. Okay, does anyone else have one that comes to mind? That's something that they would want to ask somebody?
I'm gonna go over to Rodeo and please tell me.
Okay.
We are members of the same support group. What
Oh.
support group were we in?
Ooh. Let's see, we were in the same support group. I'm trying to think of something that would be applicable for both of us. I wanted something weird.
Oh, weird.
Because I immediately go to, for me, like survivors of farm equipment incidents.
Whoa.
Like a support group for that. But
I'll
I don't know
take
how you would be, unless you're like a Marla Singer type and you just go to random support groups just to like eat the scones.
I need all the information.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, you are suspicious of everything, so you're always in every single support group.
I'll take it. A victims of farm accident support group.
Survivors of farm equipment incidents.
I'll take it.
What page is those questions on?
Never approach a horse from behind.
I don't have page numbers. It's
I
just
think it's
on
part-
it's on your playbook.
Yeah.
And it's right after introductions.
It's in the
then It says
history.
history.
Okay.
Okay. So you were not a victim of any farming equipment. You were just there for information. Because these guys know something, I just know it.
Just fucking know it. They've seen things out in that field.
You're like MJ in the Spider-Man movie when she's sitting in detention because she just likes seeing people when they're sad.
Oh no.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Shane.
Yes.
We are close blood relations. How are we related?
Oh, we are close blood relations?
Apparently.
That's wild.
Wild.
Wild choice.
Yours literally say blood?
Yeah.
Oh,
Blood
look at
relations.
that.
You know what? You actually were my older brother, but you left the farm at a very
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I didn't really grow up with you that much, but we are very like.
Oh, so he lost the
closely
accent,
related.
but you still have it.
Yeah. You. That's why
I
you
left the rodeo
because
life.
You didn't want an accent.
Yeah. You're like, I think I might want to be an actor one day, so I gotta lose this accent. It's too limiting.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Do you transform too?
No, it was an incident.
Not yet.
It's a chemical
Into a
spill.
tractor.
No spoilers, guys.
I'm
Right.
just a simple
Okay.
country
do-
lawyer.
Do we know we're brothers though?
I mean, how long did I leave? Like when you were little, like baby-ish.
I think so.
So maybe I have no idea what you look like.
Okay.
So I just
I
haven't
wouldn't
been
really know
home.
what you look like.
Yeah.
That sets an age gap between us. Are you okay with that too?
Yeah.
Now you're-
Like, I could be. Well.
You can also make the argument that if he's too young to remember you, you might be old enough that you remember him. But he just doesn't have like solid. Like he
That
remembers
is
he had a brother. He
possible
doesn't
for
remember everything about
anyone
him.
under the age of 4.
Yeah,
That's true.
you just don't have
So I
permanent
left at
stuff
4
yet.
years old. No.
You left when they were 4.
I haven't chosen.
A little bindle. Just walking down at 4 years old.
Okay, no, maybe not.
Or our parents could have just separated and maybe you went lived with dad. I lived with mom.
I like that.
something like
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, our parents separated and they both got 1 kid.
Okay, cool. It's a parent trap.
That works.
Okay, wait. Which of you got which
I
parent?
moved to the city, so he was still.
Yeah, I lived on the farm.
With mom or with dad?
So you
Probably
moved with
dad
mom, most
as a
likely?
farmhand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with mom.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
Was
yeah,
that sexist for me to just assume it was
Yeah,
dad?
you think
Wow.
women can't farm?
a little
I
bit.
was going parent trap
sorry.
lines. I was thinking vineyard is dad.
Thank you.
Wait, you guys, I'll have to stop because I've been waiting for this trot for 2 months. Okay, Grimly, thank you so much, Vein Dead. An ancient demon that tried to consume all of reality in the distant past and was eventually sealed in a scroll made of his flesh. He's really mellowed out nowadays and now takes the form of a cute shark with demon horns, a far cry from his original state. But hey, he can still store things in his interdimensional stomach, which he will willingly give items in there to people he likes. He's scrolled his way into town to hang out with his many great grand nephew, Lil Grimmy.
Wait, now he's half shark?
He's a shark.
I can't make another one!
Grimmy!
Never mind, don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh. I challenge you to it. I would love to see it.
I did whip up the last one real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Oh my god, and I love him so much. He's so cute.
I love Master Allen's twist that y'all are triplets.
Not the triplet.
I want that to be true.
Not the triplet entering the chat like, hey,
We also have now hit the 3rd Bard song.
Oh hell. Okay. Do you guys want to
hell.
maybe? Are there other questions or anything else?
I have
You
one.
didn't ask a
Mine was
question
I thought you were dead and now you're back, and that's why I'm suspicious of you.
Oh. Okay.
Whatever happened to you, I thought you were dead.
Okay.
But maybe your monsterness helped you not die.
Oh.
Skilly.
In your farm accident.
Yeah. Were you there?
I was driving by.
I really enjoy how all of us have an attachment to rodeo. And not
He is the glue of the I love that. Oh my god. It honestly kind of fits based on how we've talked about this character in our DMs. Like he's very like this like sweet little country guy who just wants everyone to get along. It's so funny to me. It's very serendipitous. Okay, do we want to do a bard song and then we can kind of jump into it?
Wait, does that mean I just drove by and didn't do anything to help you?
Absolutely.
you are
Who
terrible.
left that bitch to die?
Terrible person.
All right,
You took me to my support group. I know you're injured. Let me take you to a support
You
group.
did wait for them to finish beating him up, though. Like, you're not that good of a guy.
all right, you ready for a song?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
You guys know how to do this?
It's been a while.
No, I don't.
Here we go. And then we do it again.
Okay.
And then the echo rhymes with me.
Echo. Okay.
Rodeo.
So I always rhyme
Ryan
with you.
rhymes with Shane.
That
And then on the second part, we go the other way.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So we
And then
go
you have to
2,
rhyme with Ryan.
There's a lot
3,
to think
4.
about.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready?
All right.
Oh, Enigma Enterprises starts.
Right now, and we're playing.
We're gonna go ahead and get on a BART.
And hopefully we'll be slaying.
Oh,
It's
that's-
gonna be full of scares.
and full of fun.
We better watch out for the bears.
Or else we will be done.
Oh,
You're good.
He does it a lot.
I wasn't even rhyming. I was stressed out. Okay, run around.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I
My way,
start?
my way,
You
my
start.
way.
Oh God. Okay.
You have to
You
rhyme.
rhyme with me.
Okay. I'm rhyming you.
That's
okay.
it. Yeah.
Breaking the song.
All right. We got through all the intro.
And maybe we'll make it out alive.
I found out I have a bro.
I think I want some pie.
Let's get to Brooke's story.
We want to know how it starts.
We want to know if it's gory.
If I try all farts. Oh,
I love that you rushed them through. You were like, we're not going to do that. I love that also we're continuing our tradition of Enigma Bard songs being really bad.
Good.
That was fantastic.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it started off pretty
Was that
well.
bad?
Honestly, I
wouldn't
have
tell you.
heard worse. I have heard worse.
That is very true. Mostly
Oh
from
my gosh. It was the lengthy pause in the middle that really got me. It's really funny. We had to stop while Shane had a panic attack. And then we came back.
Process the information.
Keep panic.
There was two more to go. There was a musical instrumental part.
Yeah, there was an interlude.
Yeah.
This is the bridge. It's happening. Oh my god. Okay, so previously on Enigma Enterprises, there was so many shenanigans. So we fought a whole ass aboleth.
What's an ass aboleth?
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Lots of cheeks. So here's what happened. There were some fairies there. There was a scary ghost guy who was helping us out. Who else came to join the party? It was crazy. So many. Oh yeah, we had like a bunch of guys in a black government van come out and like SWAT team to help us out too. That was helpful. Yeah, so it was bananas. But we did in fact manage to destroy this aboleth, and in the process we also freed our little dog friend from the mind slavery that he was existing in for the whole season. Yeah, it got dark last season
It really
really
did.
fast. Yes, and now since then we have discovered. Let's see if I can. Let me pull up this character's name actually, because there was so much happening last season. So they're actually going to be down here. Ha 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 ha. So at the cliffhanger of last season was that Arthur Margrave, the head of the CCC, or the Cryptid Containment Corps, was found dead in his van. After mere hours after having defeated the Aboleth with the rest of the team. And in denouements since in Brooke's mind, we have seen a quite literal herd of zombies, werewolves, vampires, and fey creatures of all kinds of crazy cryptids as well, storming over the hills of George Mason University and just utterly wreaking havoc on the students therein. Previously being held back in fear and some of them in servitude of the Aboleth, but since its death have now been freed and are up to their own devices. And also in a number of turf wars with each other. Vampires, werewolves don't really get along, usually. Ghosts and Fae, as we learned last season, are not the best of buds either. And in the aftermath, I think Sharky and Dorian were both pretty overcome with this sort of massive amount of grief and feeling of responsibility, and just essentially did the Sharky thing and abandoned the scene of the crime. It was too much pressure for two college-age kids to hold this campus together, watching their friends just be utterly torn apart as a result of what they thought were very much well-intentioned actions in order to protect the very people who were now suffering at the hands of these many, many monsters and cryptids. Frank, I think,
handsome guy.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He and his ex, kind of
lady
new
friend,
girlfriend, gal pal. Dr. Regina Skull had a bit of a falling out, and Frank has since gone into some pretty deep, like, not retirement, but
depression.
He's doing his own thing. I think he really wants to help, and he's come from this place of having so much support and this huge team behind him, and now his boss is dead. And he's been asked to go and deliver this news to his boss's husband, which is sad. And yeah, I think I think Regina, she did a lot of work for the monster community, kind of underground, and now being betrayed by it, she is also on a bit of a hiatus. She still works at the hospital, but her patients are very different than who they used to be. And finally, there was a bit of a prophecy about one Vester Dangle last season, which implied the death of said character. Now, I can't make any promises about his situation with life at the moment, but I can say that his whereabouts are presently mysterious, and Lucy has taken full ownership of what is now called just the bits, as there are no Dangles to be seen.
Oh.
And Violet, name given to her by Vester, the Djinn from last season, has also been out and about and kind of doing things to her own devices. She's made some friends across the table, and no longer goes by the name that was gifted to her. So we're either going to have to rename her, or she might give you her true name if she feels like she can trust the group. But it is a fine autumn afternoon, and in October's in Virginia, it gets pretty chilly around spooky season. So we are about 2-3 days out from Halloween. It is 1 year since the great disaster that kind of overcame the campus. And classes are happening as normal. There are posters out where essentially the school can't ban the students from dressing up and celebrating, but it's it being highly discouraged and kind of just that this culture of sort of denying and putting that holiday away is it's the popular culture on campus. Most of these like preppy, popular, and sorority kids are going to be trying to enforce those kind of rules, and maybe some of the outsiders and stoners might not be quite there. And as we recall, some people, even in the very beginning of last season, people like Amber, Maeve, and Josh were pretty intimately tied into the monster world as well, so they may have some pretty strong opinions about what's going on now. In any case, it's about mid-afternoon. It's chilly. Most of the leaves have fallen from the trees. It's misty. It rained yesterday, and we haven't quite gotten over that kind of post-rain haze. And that means it's also quite muddy on campus. This is an old campus. Yeah, not much has been updated in a long time. So all of these sort of grassy quads and everything are just, yeah, you'd have to put on boots to really stomp through them. Is there anyone on campus at the moment perhaps heading to class or coming from one and going to lunch or anything like that?
I think I would definitely be on campus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coolio. What year of school are you in? Or are you teaching, or what are you doing here?
I'm a second year sophomore.
Lovely. Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm also at school. I'm headed to the library to do some research.
Lovely. Out of curiosity, do either of you have an idea of what your majors might be?
History.
Nice.
I spent a lot of time in the zeros at the library.
I'm trying to think of like the most Gryffindor.
Major.
Yeah.
Heroics.
It would be someone who's there, like, just getting, like, a pretty generic kind of degree,
Yeah.
but they're on, like, a sports.
I'm getting a business degree.
Yeah, you're here on, like,
Yeah.
a sports scholarship.
Yeah.
Like, you don't actually have to do that
I played for the
much.
football team actually.
Yeah.
No, water polo. That's
fun.
yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
That's unique. We do have a ghost shark, so I'll tie that in somewhere.
Beautiful.
Lovely. And are either of you familiar with the bits? Or Lucy herself? Chunk. We just started. I should
We're
have asked
all
you.
well.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I feel like I would.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've been to the dark stuff.
sure. Remind me, your hunter classes, are you mundane?
No,
or?
spell stinger.
Oh yeah, okay, so you absolutely,
yeah,
you would go there to get like components for your spells and maybe have like ask some advice on stuff, or depending, maybe you're even a better caster than Lucy is. Who knows? So yeah, you definitely, that would be a common haunt for you, as it were.
How old is Lucy?
Lucy, at this point, I believe she was 15 last season, so she'll be 16 now.
Okay. Will not think she's hot.
Good call.
Until further notice, yeah.
No.
We have to wait a couple more years.
Man.
Cool. Yeah, no, I don't
I'll be back for you later, Lucy.
Oh,
No.
You're right, it's bad, it's bad.
God.
That was Brooke's idea.
No, that was me, that was all me.
How do we remove a GM?
Oh.
Yeah. No, I actually fully don't.
Remember.
I have it in front of me.
She was little.
Oh no, yeah, she was 15. I had it on the
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so she's 16 this year. I think she will have. She no longer dons the penguin hoodie. She's upgraded to penguin graphic tees.
Nice.
She has like a series of them, so she always knows what she's wearing because it's like one of the 7 graphic tees that she owns, and jeans. Yeah, she's odd, but she's a good kid.
I probably have gone there like once or twice just to like research something, but otherwise I have no real desire to hang around there.
For sure. Yeah, I think she was very, she didn't have a lot of friends, and Vester was sort of this mentor figure for her, and as he's not there anymore, she's even more this outsider of just like, if you're there, she'll try to talk your head off about everything, because like, oh, there's a person here, I don't have any friends, please pay attention to me. And yeah, I think she's that kid. She's doing her best, but she has this sort of off-putting, like, love me kind of energy, which is endearing most of the time. Most of the time. Lucy Luton Adler. Okay, lovely. So, whereabouts are you guys on campus right about now? What do you think?
What time of day is it?
It's afternoon.
Afternoon? Okay, probably heading to the Commons.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you are heading towards the Commons, and let me pull up Arc 1 for myself.
Monster of the Week, Reed.
Monster of the Week. It's a fun game.
Is that based on the system?
Let's have you... Can I have you please just roll... I think it's going to be sharp.
Sharp.
Who?
Sharp.
Sharp.
Everybody?
Just Ryan, if he's in the sort of commons area. But Annie, if you want to say that you're there, you could definitely do
No,
it.
I'm in the library.
Sharp.
Okay.
-1
I don't
sharp.
hang out with nerds.
Is it 2d6s?
Yes.
2d6s, rolling.
Hey.
7.
7. Okay, 7 I believe it's like a high fail, essentially.
Yeah.
Let me look, let me look.
So good. I'm not sharp at all.
No. Not even a little bit. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's been such a moment since I've had to run this game. Moves, there we go. Okay. Sharp, let's call this read a bad situation. And yeah, let me just actually scroll all the way up because that's going to be easier. Okay, so read a bad situation. You rolled a 7. Okay, so on a 10 plus, hold 3. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. Okay, so you get 1 hold. You can ask me any of the questions I'm about to list out for you. Sorry, chat. I'm catching back up to how this game works. It's been a hot minute. Okay, yeah. So only some of these will feel applicable, but this is basically I've just had you do, like, essentially a notice check.
Gotcha.
What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Not very helpful. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
Third one.
Are there any dangers?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what department is she in? Let's see. Sar, here's the thing, love.
Oh.
Let's see. I don't think I gave her one. I don't think I did. You said your major was business?
Yar.
Okay. So last year there was this girl, Maeve.
Maeve.
She was probably in a couple of your classes. You guys are in the same year. And about halfway through the year, actually, like, it was weird. About a week before that crazy thing at the auditorium happened,
Yeah.
she was hospitalized and shortly thereafter had passed. Now, there was a small service kind of held for her on campus. She wasn't overly popular, but she's one of those people that, like, oh, everyone kind of knows her. You know, everyone kind of knows her face. Like, very affable, but just not, like, overly friendly, that kind of person.
Yeah.
So, yes, and I think the circumstances of what had happened were kind of mysterious. People had been talking about maybe she was, like, attacked by some crazy guy on campus. There were a couple crazy rumors flying about her relationship with a professor who had also been fired shortly after.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it up to you what sort of conclusions you might have drawn. But you're looking around campus. Kind of just, I assume sort of absent-mindedly. Maybe you're doing like whatever jocks do when they don't have anything else to do. Maybe
Sure.
scrolling through your phone or whatever. And you would swear on your life. You like see her passing through a crowd and then she kind of passes behind someone and then where she would be, she's not, like she's gone. She sort of disappears.
The girl that died?
Yeah.
Girl that died.
What?
What the fuck? I make my way towards that direction.
Okay. Yeah, it's a sort of small crowd of people coming out of class, and they're all heading back to, a lot of them either back towards, like, one crowd sort of towards the general dormitory area, and
Yeah.
another crowd off towards cars to go either, I don't know, get lunch or whatever they want to do during the day. And yeah, she kind of, there's actually, so from the side of the building, there's this sort of small alley in between. where the door is, and then the building in the next one. And she kind of comes out of this alley, and it's crazy. She's got like blood streaming down one side of her face. Her arm looks like out of its socket. And she's sort of like limping, like stumbling. And she has this kind of like not there, sort of dazed look in her eye. She sort of passes through this crowd, and then she's gone. And as you approach sort of the alley and head over in the direction that she came from, you're not seeing anything else. It's like almost like, am I hallucinating? Like, am I freaking myself out? You know, it is a weird time of year for everyone.
Right. Wow, people are really getting into their costumes this year.
Yeah.
Is there any mechanic to like look for evidence?
Yeah, you can absolutely roll investigate a mystery.
Yeah.
Which
The primary mechanic.
yeah, which is also sharp.
Sharp. Ah, shit.
I are.
Think you're sharp shit, don't you?
5.
Oh no. Okay, so take experience.
Yes.
Mark an experience point. You're that much closer to leveling up. Congratulations. Also, wait, you're a chosen, right?
Yeah.
You get a cool move at the top of the mystery.
Ooh, okay.
I forgot. Let's do that move really quick.
Running Man. Pick the Running Man.
or that. Okay.
Yes.
Destiny's Plaything. At the beginning of each mystery, roll plus weird to see what is revealed about your immediate future. So do that, and
All right.
we'll kind of come back
Roll
to it.
plus weird. All right. Plus 2 weird. Awesome. 7.
7. Okay. So just for the audience's information and yours. On a 10 plus, the keeper will reveal a useful detail about the coming mystery. On a 7 to 9, you get a vague hint about it. On a miss, something bad is going to happen to you. But you got a 7.
I got a 7.
So you just get a vague hint. Okay, so, and I'll tell you exactly how this manifests too. This is beautiful. We can tie this character right in. So, Zara, spelled with an H, the purple djinn from last season, appears to you every now and then when something kind of big is about to break, and she essentially tries to deliver to you as much information as she can without feeling like she's going to get in trouble with any of the courts, because there's a lot happening in the other realm. So she appears to you this morning, and you also can tell based on the way that she appears to you what her sort of state of power is.
Right.
And at the moment, you can tell like she's a bit weaker. There must be something going on back
more ethereal right
in
now.
her home realm.
Yeah.
Like sometimes she's like a full manifestation, and other times it's a bit more of this kind of odd purple cloud, with like a kind of a shape, or she might appear as some kind of like wildlife where you're like, oh, like there aren't any purple snakes here. It's Zara. So, this morning, you wake up and you kind of also, Zara has this you can tell if she's around because she has this kind of lavender scent to her. And being a guy in college, probably your dorm doesn't smell like lavender. So it's noticeable when she's in the room.
Socks and farts.
Right.
An Axe body spray.
Yeah.
Don't take us back there.
Mountain Dew and beer and an old pizza, and it's sad. But here we are. So, you smell that lavender first, and then you see your window, like, kind of flies open, and there's this, like, huge gust of purple, like, misty wind, and a newspaper that shouldn't be around anymore because it's from about a year ago, flies in and lands on your sort of bedspread at the end of your bed, and it is a newspaper about Maeve having passed.
And this is before seeing Maeve in the quad.
Right, that was this morning. So
Got
now
it.
we're retroactively adding this information for you.
Okay. And are we playing out that scene right now with the?
We could, yeah.
Oh, okay. But But I'm not going to get any more information from Zara.
It's unlikely. You could try to press her for it, but this is what she's been able to get to you
Got
for
it.
free.
I pick up the newspaper. I'm like, Zara, this is old.
I love a chosen who doesn't know how to talk. It's so good. It's yes, Perry Lauder. Carry on.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
Is she important? I guess she is. If you gave me the newspaper. I mean, I know you're in a mist right now. I'm sorry. You can't really. You're stonewalling me again. It's fine. Cool. Thanks for the paper, I guess.
You feel this kind of like a comforting, like a hand on your shoulder, like she wants to be there,
Yeah,
and she just can't.
I get it. Well, hope things are better sometime.
Yeah, you get like a gentle squeeze, and then the mist is gone, and the window kind of like slams shut because there's nothing to hold it open anymore. But yeah, you are left with this paper.
All right. I read the paper.
Okay, great. So essentially, so HIPAA exists. We can't give a ton of medical details, but there is a picture.
Right.
It's pretty gruesome. You're actually a little bit surprised that they're allowed to print something like this. But there's this sort of like almost, there's a lot of bruising on the face and around the neck especially. It's unsettling.
Yeah.
Her arm is in a sling, her shoulder's back in place. And yeah, you just see this person just drained of life. Like really, they're fighting, but it is an uphill battle and they are losing.
Right.
And yeah, it almost occurs to you like, why would they print this photo and not something from her life?
Yeah.
Like, who wrote this? What asshole? Like, move. Like, terrible person. Dr. Regina Skull is mentioned in the paper as her lead doctor. And there's a pretty spicy statement that she makes in there about sort of the corporate, like, rules that there's this implication she's not allowed to say the things that she wants to say, but that she has some pretty big feelings about how this turned out and feels like it could have been otherwise, where her hand's not quite so tied.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Jumping back to modern day, I guess. Now that I'm in this alley where no one's there, I'm gonna pull the newspaper out of my backpack and just like, Mauve? Nothing. Shit. Better go find some of my friends. We gotta talk about this.
Okay. Annie, you're in the library.
Yeah.
That's so neat.
The books are.
I bet. Okay, are you, what are you researching? Are you looking for something specific, or is this like a study moment?
Just a study session, researching monsters
Cool.
and the occult.
Fun. Okay, are you a study by yourself kind of guy, or are you a group
I just
person?
flip to the book, see if I find anything interesting.
Neat. Okay. And you're a spell slinger. That's so cool. Okay, would you like to roll
really
to
cool.
either
So
investigate a
cute.
mystery or read a bad situation just to see, like, are you looking for something specific, or is this a vibe check?
Just a vibe check. Just me, general information, educating myself.
Okay, so if you'd like to, you can go ahead and roll plus sharp, and we can do, I think read a bad situation is the better call for this.
So if I have +1 on sharp, how many dice do I roll?
You roll 2d6 and you add 1.
Okay. So baseline is 2.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
6, 3, 2.
What?
Sorry, you roll 2d6 and you add the number 1 to it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
My bad. Played it last season, doesn't know the rules.
I told you to do anything.
So do it exactly like that?
Always, every time.
6.
6 total.
Yeah.
Well, guess
Is that good?
what? That's below 7, so you got nothing! Except, perhaps, do you guys have a group chat that you might send a message into, or are you going to go and look for Annie?
Oh, yeah, I probably would have gone to look for Annie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, if you're looking for him, like, the vibe check that I get from Annie is he's probably going to be at the Bits, the library, or, like, third slightly spooky location. Like, we don't...
Right.
Insert spooky
Yeah,
location.
like, we don't like, mysterious, odd
Redacted.
place.
Fill
Like,
in
wherever, like, never craft where you live, that kind of thing. So he has, like, a weird hideout, probably. I don't know.
I literally thought like crafting, and I was like, so don't have glitter.
Yeah, don't leave your glitter out. It's gonna get
Yeah.
everywhere. Your cat will knock it over. It'll be sad. Axel and Rodeo, what do you guys think you're doing this fine fall afternoon?
I am actually working in the campus coffee shop.
I love it.
So I'm gonna say that.
We got to shift together.
Hey, finally have a shift together. Oh my god.
And my background details is I am a TA in the psychology department.
Oh, I love that.
That's cool.
Okay, so fun. Okay, so you work
Teacher's
there
assistant.
like.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so you're getting a little money from TAing, and you're also getting a little money from coffee slinging. Love to hear it.
I bugged him too much.
So fun. Okay, are you the morning shift person or the closer to the afternoon evening shift person? Like, are you about to clock out or are you clocking in?
Oh, I'm smack dab in the middle of my shift.
Oh, love it. Okay. Cool. So you didn't have like the 6 a.m. open moment. You're like,
No,
yeah, here
I
in the
got
afternoon.
all the college students are waking up at like 11 o'clock
My fucking
and
coffee.
need their coffee.
My God.
Shift.
So
I have
cool.
a test today.
Okay, so let's see. Who might stumble into this cafe that would move the story along, Brooke? Let's see.
You can do it. We believe in you.
I believe in
Sometimes.
you sometimes. Okay, so fun. Ooh, you know what? He's not quite relevant yet, but he will be. So let's bring this person in now. There's this kind of so he's been through a bit of a vibe change since last season. So he was a big stoner kid last season, last year. Excuse me, because you don't know the meta narrative that you're on a show.
It was a season of college.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Fall semester, spring semester.
Right. Sure. So yeah, last year he was big into the kind of stoner culture. Thanks for the raid.
Oh, welcome.
And since then has taken a bit of a turn. He's still definitely seems like he's holding on to his stoner roots, but he's picked up some kind of gothy vibes since then. He colors his hair a bit darker. It's grown out a lot, and he hasn't lost a ton of weight, but he's a slim guy. And he wears a lot of darker colors now. Maybe even now and then he might even dip into the eyeliner. Scandal, oh my god.
Love it.
And it's sort of odd. You're mundane, right?
Oh no, I'm a flake.
No, you're a flake. Oh, so you might clock this a little bit. So here's the thing. He also started wearing this this necklace, which looks like it might have belonged to a woman. Like, not that there's anything wrong with wearing feminine jewelry as a guy, but it's like, again, it's just like a noticeable change in wardrobe, and it's noticeable that he wears it all the time now. Like, it's a staple of his daily wardrobe. And you also, I think, when you're wearing something and it's painful, it's either because of a style choice and you're willing to live with the pain, or it has sentimental value to you. And this chain, like, maybe not everyone would notice it because a lot of his shirts are like a bit of they have a collar or something, but it literally looks like, it looks red, like it looks like almost like it burns or something, but he still doesn't take it off. And he's been wearing it for about a year now.
It is the one ring.
Yeah, it's literally, it's like a little silver, like a heart locket, like that you would be able to put a picture into if you wanted to.
Fantastic. Just so you are aware, I do have a suspicious mind, so if someone lies to me, I know it.
Oh, love it.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, so he's like next in line. It's like it's not incredibly long of a line, but it's there. And yeah, he kind of stumbles forward and as he steps up to order, he says, "So, how many shots of espresso are you allowed to just put into a cup straight?"
That depends on if you want to end up in the hospital.
I'm pretty sturdy. He says with a certainty that is almost unnerving.
I am willing to go up to 6 shots, but that might cause some heart palpitations.
Okay, so could we do 6 and just do, like, I guess, I don't know, like sugar water in the rest of the cup?
I can give you a very large Americano at that point.
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'll go ahead and get that for you. And can I get a name?
It's Josh.
Josh. Is there anything else that I can get for you, Josh?
No, that's all.
All right.
Wow, role-playing service industry.
It's almost like we've done it before.
There's like a lot of experience in that. I felt like I was there.
Yeah, me too a little bit.
That'll be $45.
Real life experience.
Yeah, quite literally, money is no object. he like Apple Pays. Like he just taps his phone on the reader.
We'll call you over at the pickup window.
Cool. He like tips he like puts a full 20 in the jar.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Like he realizes this order is insane.
Nice, considerably.
And as he said, money doesn't bother him, and he goes to wait patiently for his beverage.
Excellent.
I want to be working at this cafe because that was exactly what I was
Maybe
thinking.
we have
too.
a barista over
There
here.
you go. I'm making the drink, perhaps. Mayhaps.
We love to say, if you want, do you want that to be the
I
truth?
was so when you said that, I was like, oh my god.
Okay, so Axel calls out this insane fucking
Okay,
order.
6 shots.
And I think you almost double take. You're like, yeah, okay. Okay, and do you attempt to make
Oh,
it?
absolutely.
Okay.
I'm at the end of my shift though, because I had that 6 a.m. open.
Right.
And so
You're dying.
this is like my last drink that I'm making before I'm about to clock out. But
That's
I'm
so
like,
good.
Okay.
Can you actually roll for me because I know what kind of a monster? Wait, did you decide what your weakness is?
Yeah, it was what we talked about. The last.
That thing.
It's like, look at this secret tiny pocket device.
Was it a specific type of weapon or was it you getting tired easily?
Oh.
It was the how do I? It's vulnerability on here.
Right.
And it was your suggestion about something. I said a smell, and then
I
you
love
said
the vagueness.
this.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So then,
I'm currently surrounded by it.
yeah, you super are.
You know the
bud.
thing.
You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, will you roll me a plus cool to not be like insanely tempted
Absolutely.
by the everything?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Oh my god, I got a double 6s minus 1, so I got an
You
11.
still nail it. You're
Yeah,
fine.
11.
You're easy breezy.
11.
So 11. So cool. So you. Thank you, John. Thank you. All right. So you stumble your way through this drink, and you manage not to get too distracted. This is probably like your second or third drink to the end of your shift. Like you
Yeah.
are literally like one eye on the clock and the other on the beverage.
Tam.
And you call out the Josh on the.
Josh,
That's me.
here you go, sir. I hope you drink it slow.
Thanks.
It's just a lot of caffeine, is all I'm saying. Do you drink
Sure.
that much caffeine all the time?
Not to be weird, but isn't that kind of like in it, like not your business, like a little bit of an invasive question?
Oh, my apologies, sir. I'm just, trying to make a little friendly conversation here.
Sure, yeah. You have a good day, partner. And he kind of turns around and walks out. Like he fully like he's not into it. I think you're
like-
it's up to you, but you might be quite put off by this.
was like-
Most people are into like the vibes that you put out, and he fully
Under
shut
his breath,
down
he's just going,
immediately.
I think I clocked that he dropped to 20, so I'm confused
Yeah.
by this very different type of demeanor. I thought he was going to be that kind of customer, and he
Right.
was that kind of customer.
Right, yeah, super, super confusing vibes.
Yeah,
I hate
so
you
I'm
to
like,
leave me alone.
Yeah, the Tony still you'll shut the fuck up. Oh my god. So good. Okay, so the rudest customer you've ever fucking met walks out the door. And you guys have a moment of kind of this brief sort of moment of there's like it's not busy anymore. Like everyone's kind of picked up their stuff and there's sort of this transitional moment of, oh, no one's here.
dang.
And I think your manager comes out and she's like, hey, if you want to clock out early, I'm not going to tell anyone. You can just go if you want to.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. It's fine. I'll
Okay,
just pick
you
up whatever.
sure? You don't want me to like fill up any of the cookies or anything?
No, you go for it. You actually, will you take, and she like takes out like a bag of cookies from this morning. These are going to be stale by now, and I don't think we're going to sell any. Will you you can take them, you can eat them or give them away or whatever.
I probably won't eat them, but I'll find someone to give them to.
Sure, yeah, I totally believe you. And she goes back into the sort of back of house space.
All right.
And you guys have this moment kind of semi-alone.
I like take off the hairnet that I have to wear because my like long hair flops down into my face. It's like this long, shaggy, blondish, reddish hair. It's
Shaggy.
like in my hair. Shaggy.
Are we going like emo cuts, like way back in the early 2000s?
Yeah, a little bit. A little. It's more just like unkempt, like didn't get a
Surfer.
haircut.
Okay.
Surfer. Yeah, maybe a little more surfer. Yeah. And I take off the hairnet and I'm taking off the apron. Well, what time are you off?
Unfortunately, I've got about 4 more hours on my shift.
God dang. Well, hope it picks up better than what we got going on right here.
It's usually pretty dead before we get to the evening.
Dang.
Then the night birds come.
Yeah.
Hey, what was up with that 20? That fella dropped a 20 in there? One of the rudest people I ever met, though.
He seemed pretty all right for me. A little odd. He was a little odd. A lot of caffeine. Had no problem paying $45 for that.
$65.
65. Well, $45 for that plus the
And then
tip.
$20, yeah.
But he was rude to you?
Well, yeah, but you know, I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, maybe he just didn't have his caffeine yet. Clearly, he needs a lot of it.
Would you like to roll to catch a vibe on this man? Either one of you?
Oh, yeah. Cut a vibe.
Okay, so this will be investigate a mystery, which is plus sharp.
Plus sharp. Oh, fantastic.
As we're
we will
talking
both be
about it.
catching some vibes.
Heck yeah, I love that for us.
6, 7.
I got a 9.
Oh, plus sharp.
A 9. Okay, great. So you can hold 1.
I got an 8.
Excellent.
Also 1. So each of you gets 1 question. I'm going to list them out for you
Oh,
because
okay,
investigate a
gotcha.
mystery is different than the other one.
Okay.
Okay. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What's being concealed here?
I'm going to go with the what's being concealed here.
Love that. Okay, so Josh is giving us this. Let's see, do I have his bigger description here? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna give it to you for free that you like, as I already gave you this description of him being a stoner last year, like you knew of Josh last year. So like this vibe change that he kind of went through was actually in grief of this girl, Amber, who was another stoner kind of in his group. She died of what everyone kind of presumed was some kind of an overdose at a crazy party last year, like about 2 weeks before the crazy aboleth, or the weird thing that happened at the auditorium. And kind of since then, he just like progressively got darker and darker in his personality. And I think he always was kind of that person who had like a small group that he kept to and didn't have a ton of friends, and Amber was in that group. And I will give you, for what is being concealed here, the necklace is Amber's. She always wore that, and now he is. And I will also give you, like, these burns don't look like, like when you wear a metal that you're allergic to, and it like kind of fucks with your skin, but like you're okay. It's like burns, like second or third degree, like burns.
Is it
And it is a silver necklace.
Yes.
Okay.
What's your question?
Did I get a beat on where he was going? Is that one of the questions? That was one of the questions. Where's he going,
Where
right?
did it go?
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have dropped a ton of information about that.
No.
But you did see.
Oh.
I will give it to you actually, and then you can pass this information to him because it's his question. On his phone, before he kind of double clicked, there was a map pulled up. And he was heading in. He was heading towards the bits.
Going to the bits.
Dangly bits.
Going to the bits.
Go into the bits.
Do you guys want to sing another Bard song? Because we have 2 more.
Yeah.
Let's do that in this transitional
Give
moment
me
before everyone
one
gets all
small
together.
second.
Yeah.
I was just gonna go ahead and tell Rodeo
Oh, yeah.
because I feel like I should disseminate this information.
For sure.
I know he seemed a bit odd, but before he went ahead and he paid, I did see on his phone. Now, I don't snoop. Wink, wink.
As a flake, I never snoop.
You're never trying to gather information from places that you
Absolutely
shouldn't
not.
get.
But I did see he had a map pulled up, and it looks like he was heading towards the bits.
Bits. Bang. Well, I guess maybe he seemed kind of like he was in a hurry to get there.
He did seem like he wanted to just sort of get up and go, but I
Yeah.
did notice as well, I've seen that necklace somewhere before.
Yeah, pretty little thing.
And I think it might belong to this girl who died last year.
Oh, bang. So he like wearing it in memory of her?
Possibly. Now, if I remember correctly, Josh looks different. I've seen him across campus before, but he looks
Josh.
different.
Josh. Dang. Wait, that's not the same Josh. I think, okay, that's the same Josh. It's kind of like a stoner type.
Yes, that is exactly the person I was thinking of.
Dang, well, maybe he stopped smoking reefer. That's good. Clean himself up.
You know, the devil's lettuce. It'll do a number to you.
I don't know. Dang.
Either way, he's an odd cookie.
Cookie. I'm just like reaching for my bag. And,
Trying to resist the urge.
like tighten it a little bit, tighten the drawstring on the little bag.
yeah.
She gave me one. Cookies, yeah.
Yeah.
Cookie crumble.
All right.
Coolio, shall we sing and then I'll try to get all of you into one room so we can do some
All
role
right.
playing in one
We'll
place?
play with all of you.
Yay!
Scary things are happening.
And there are some cookies.
We might check out some beings.
And maybe some bookies.
I think
works.
Rodeo hates gluten.
Maybe that's my curse.
We better go get scootin'.
And find a nice old hearse.
Oh,
We're trying to get into one room.
But I don't even know part of these.
Sure.
We'll sing the song in tune. That was a Katy Perry rhyme.
You better pick some keys.
The place is getting haunted.
There even might be monsters.
We'll make our talents flaunted.
And then eat some lobsters. Oh,
Wow, that was a beautiful closing.
Wow.
It was like, you know, the row. It was like rhymes. It was.
Awesome.
Musical.
Wow.
I was trying to watch the tongue slips, but you know.
So cool. Okay, so Annie, you've been like just nose deep in a book for so long and you haven't found anything, and I think you're getting to that point where like when you kind of just get into like a bit of a haze when you're studying and like you don't even know what time of day it is anymore, like you start to forget even who you are. It's like that kind of thing. So yeah, you're so focused on this task, you like the world around you is just completely blank. I think Perry, you're standing there for like a solid 2 minutes like, Annie, hey Annie, hey bud, hey buddy, and then finally he like finally you get his attention. And yeah, here you are in the library. You found him.
Nice.
What?
Dude, I think I saw a ghost.
All right.
See this paper?
Yeah. What's that? What is it?
Well, you know how I have like a friend who comes and visits me every once in a while?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, well, like supernatural friend, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Not the other friend. Okay, got it.
But she dropped this paper off today, and so do you remember this girl, Maeve?
Oh, looks familiar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's dead, but I saw her today in the quad.
What do you mean you saw her? Like
Like she wandered through the crowd.
anybody else notice her?
Not that I saw.
Did you talk to her?
I tried.
What'd she say?
Nothing.
Oh, so you didn't talk to her.
Well, I tried. That's what trying means.
Oh. Well, what do you want me to do about it?
I just like.
Go investigate? I'll come with you. I mean, I got nothing else to do.
I feel like we should probably also get like our other people.
Fine, let's go.
So, okay,
Amazing.
one of you would be
See?
attentive enough to know that Axel and Rodeo are probably, Rodeo's getting off his shift and Axel's like midway through
Yeah.
his, so.
Also, me and Perry don't get along. I mean, we get along, but I'm really just uncomfortable with the fact that he calls himself the chosen one.
yeah.
Because I thought I was the chosen one.
No, I love the secret
I'm
legend. It's really cool. It's giving Draco like butter for fucking asshole. Why do you get to be the guy? No, it's so good. Okay, cool. So you guys make your way over to the coffee place. Do you guys want to name this place, or should I? Is it just a Starbucks, or do you
No.
think? Yeah,
No.
it's like
We
the
do not
campus
support that
coffee
here.
place.
It's a
Yeah, I don't think we
campus
should
coffee.
either.
Do we know what the campus is called?
It's the Buffy Keen.
The what?
The
Boffy
Real
Keen.
coffee bean. Coffee keen.
Sure.
Coffee keen.
So
Boffy
good.
Keen.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the Boffy Keen,
Yep.
and I think Rodeo, you're literally like on your way out, and you like literally almost like stumble into Perry as
Hey,
he's coming in.
sorry.
That's all right. No worries. What y'all doing?
Oh, well, actually, we were coming to find you guys.
Oh, good. You want some cookies? Please take these cookies.
Oh, sure. I like your
He said
grabbing.
semi-threateningly.
I like holding onto it as you're like grabbing it, like not letting go of the bag, and then finally I release.
Oh.
I'm like, there you go.
Oh, the whole bag. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Eat them all. Eat them all.
Please.
Weird sweet country boy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably go grab Axel.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's in the middle of his shift, but
Okay.
yeah, we can go
Yeah.
on.
All right.
I needed a drink anyways.
Drink.
I go up to Axel. Yo! Yeah, can I get a drink?
Do you want a drink or do you want a drink?
Is there a difference? Can I have a
The
medium?
special bar.
A medium latte with oat milk, with 2 pumps of chai.
Yeah, please,
my
let's do
God.
another transactional
And
scene. This is really fun.
2 pumps of raspberry syrup
Oh.
and some cinnamon on top.
Raspberry and chai.
I can do you one better.
Oh yeah?
I've got an Oops coffee here I can give you for free.
Hey.
Take it.
Cool.
Beautiful. Sorry to bug you at work, Axel. But I think I saw a ghost in the quad.
Again?
Well, yeah, I mean,
You see how this is not that impressive when you
Why
say
does
it?
everyone hate Perry so much?
I don't hate
look,
Perry.
I
He's
don't
almost like
choose to
a
see
brother.
them. They've chosen me. You know, it's just
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Ghost.
Anyway, like, look, I was given this paper this morning by my super friend. Super friend. and she she basically told me that this was important, and it's about that girl who died a year ago, Maeve.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh, hey, lollygaggers. Welcome.
Lollygaggers.
Welcome.
We're playing Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just role playing. That's all. That's all. Come hang out for a while.
But so I was given this paper this morning, and then as I was going into the commons, I saw her like bloody and dislocated, walking through the quad. And I tried to go after her, and then she went around a corner and disappeared.
Ghosts will do that.
Right.
Was she like see-through?
No,
No.
she wasn't. She was corporeal.
Wait, then how'd you know she was a ghost?
Well, I mean, the fact that she disappeared and she also was like gruesome looking.
Oh, okay,
I would
that makes sense.
assume as well, Annie, like if anybody was dripping in blood, maybe some people might pay mind to them.
I mean, like for a second I was like, weird costume, but then I was like, oh no, that's pretty realistic.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe we should.
It's true, he will.
Oh my. How many dollars are we? We're $72,000.
No, it has to be one drop.
One donation. $7,500.
Yeah, it's not accumulative.
Oh Lord, that's so funny. Oh my God.
Distracted. Okay, sorry. Getting back to your bloody ghost that disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay. So she handed you this?
My genie did. My djinn. Zahara?
You know, I don't think you should confuse genies with jinns.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
kind of messed up.
Wow. Okay.
I think that's how you end up getting cursed or something.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Remember when you had that one dude who was Mexican, but you thought he was Salvadorian? It's like that.
Yes, and Ryan.
Yeah, I thank you for that lesson you gave me. I won't do it again.
Well,
Guys, come on.
Okay, well, obviously, if your Jinn went ahead and gave you this information and then you saw her, something's going on.
Exactly. That's why I thought you guys all should know.
Guys.
all right. Well, where do we start?
I like grab the paper and I'm looking at that gruesome like crime scene photo that's on the cover.
It's a weird
Oh, they
picture,
printed
right?
Like, yeah, did she look like this? She said she's all bloody. Did she have the? Because she got some very specific markings here.
Yes, she looked like that except for, you see how she's in a sling? Her arm was out.
Like out? Like she
like-
didn't have it?
Like it was like...
Or was it just like wiggling about?
dangling, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dang. Well,
Well, I think maybe we should go to the death site. That might be a good place to start.
does it say in the newspaper like?
So she was supposed. So the story says, the official story printed in the paper, is that she was attacked in this alley by an unknown suspect. Was driven to the hospital by a witness. Was in the hospital for a few hours and subsequently passed.
Didn't you say there was also someone involved in this, or was this might have been with
That's
Amber's case? But someone that was involved with this that seemed like they knew more, but were
Dr.
just
Skull.
being like held
Yes,
back.
so Dr. Regina Skull has a quote in the paper where she basically casts a lot of negative light upon the hospital's sort of bureaucratic people, the higher ups who,
and she's still around.
She would have been the lead doctor there.
Okay.
Yes, she's still in town. She is. She still works as a doctor. She's a lot less busy than she used to be. She's more selective, I think.
All right, I'm like skimming through the paper real quick. I'm like, Perry, did you read this article?
I don't really read the newspaper a lot.
Yeah, you just have people read it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
He has people for that. He's a sophomore in college, but he has people
The
for
privilege
that.
this guy just
Yeah.
uses.
There's this little kid named Colin. He like follows me.
Oh my god. His parents left him so much wizard money in the wizard bank.
I'm just looking at this. There's this doctor lady. She's talking about how she got taken to the hospital. But
Chunk,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Something.
He's showing us.
This is my Annie face.
Oh, I see. We're in character. I love that for us.
Role playing.
Oh, okay, role play. But she don't seem all that interested in what the official press is saying here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like reading too much into this. That's usually your job. You're the one that reads into a lot of
Any of
things.
you are welcome to look at the paper and investigate a mystery or read
I
a
will
bad situation.
absolutely
I'll
investigate that
have to
paper.
because I was definitely
clues.
skimming through it.
For sure. So that's plus sharp.
Oh, not so good that time.
And would you like to, so investigate a mystery is all the questions I gave you before. Read a bad situation are the ones that I read to Ryan before. So let me know which of those you're
Because we
thinking of.
absolutely retained that information.
Yeah, I can also, so read a bad situation usually has more to do with when you're physically in a space and the fight hasn't quite happened yet, but you feel like something could go down. Whereas investigate a mystery has more to do with trying to get details about a monster.
I failed, but can I use one of my luck points
Yeah.
to succeed?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and I'm
Nice.
gonna ask what's being concealed here. That was one for
Yeah, so if you're burning if you're burning a luck, you can hold 2, so you get 2 questions.
Oh, dang. Okay, what? Can you read off the questions again? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here for sure? And then what sort of creature?
Sure.
That what? Yeah.
Okay, so let me deep dive into this scene because it's been a hot minute since I've looked at it. What was specifically attacking her? Okay, so let's do what sort of creature is it first because I think that will help you with what is being concealed here. So there's some sort of mixed messaging around campus, a lot of rumors flying about this professor and Maeve. In your personal experience with this professor, and I know it's what people always say about like you never would have guessed and da-da-da, but you may have even been there when these accusations were coming out, and the look on his face was not pretend shock. He was genuinely dumbfounded by the things that people were saying about him, and there had been no one on campus previously who there had been any sort of history with. He really even didn't make very much of a habit of meeting privately with students. Even if there were after hours things, he liked to have at least one other student there just for accountability purposes. He was a very responsible educator. Okay. So for him to be let go as a result of these accusations was, I think, a bit shocking. Okay. And the conclusion in the paper that the paper draws is very much playing into these accusations, which I think you are beginning to believe may be false. But there are a few witnesses who, and this is moving on to your second question, who place this professor as being at the scene of the crime.
The witnesses are saying that he was at the scene of the crime.
Mm-hmm. There is one witness in specific who named this person, and she is no longer in town. Sharky, she was a bit of a stoner as well, but not even in the stoner group. Like, she was very much an outcast. And you seem to recall there was some kind of buzz around her and her friend group's kind of involvement with that weird situation at the auditorium last year. And she left town pretty quickly after. You, as a person who has monstrous connections and who hunts monsters, know that there are a handful of monsters who can disguise themselves to appear as someone familiar in order to lull their victims into a space of trust.
Okay.
So that narrows the field a lot. As far as what this kind of creature might be. You're thinking off the top of your head, it's probably something, it's got to be either some kind of witch or off the top of your head, possibly a skinwalker.
Okay. Roger that. Do you know what the professor's name was?
I did.
At one time, you knew the professor's name.
Yeah.
He's been let go. Doesn't matter.
That information has since escaped me, but I will see if I can find it. But he was like a known figure on campus.
Okay.
Like he was fairly popular.
All right.
Crazy.
Okay, I'm looking at the newspaper. I'm checking everything out. I'm doing the beautiful mind thing, looking through all the different words and stuff popping out to me. I'm thinking, all right, now I had this professor that they're talking about. You know, they said that this gal had an affair with. You know, inappropriate student-teacher affair.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the type of guy that would ever do that. And I think all these people saying that he was there at the scene of the crime, I'm sure they saw what they thought was that professor, but what if it wasn't? What if it was someone that could shapeshift? You know what I mean?
I heard of those.
Yeah,
That's possible.
Some people.
Yeah,
shapeshift.
you're thinking either
Some people.
Skinwalker or Doppelganger off the top of your head.
I'm thinking either Skinwalker or Doppelganger off the top of my head.
Ah. Well, maybe we could narrow that down even more if we talk to this doctor.
Yeah, maybe.
The hot doctor?
Well,
I've never met her.
can't specifically say if she's hot
I don't
or not.
see that's
Just sounds
credited.
hot. Doesn't it?
Well,
Just for free, I'll give you general knowledge.
General
A
knowledge.
doctor who was a doctor who was working on this case would have been very interested in collecting as many details about how these injuries happened as possible.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah,
Because I
great.
got an 11.
So that's also 2 questions for you.
So I was going to look at one, what happened here, and then the other one would be if it seems that there was like any intent. So like, what was it going to do? Like that kind of like an intent sort of a thing. If
Great.
there's anything gleaned from that.
So definitely Regina would be able to answer this more thoroughly, because she would have also probably tried to get some kind of a statement from the witness, who dropped Maeve off at the hospital, and she would have probably tried to talk to Maeve about it as well. But just from what you can glean from the paper, if Rodeo is right about this being some kind of a shifter, it probably lured Maeve into somewhere where she couldn't be seen and did this attack. It would be difficult to judge just from this paper why Maeve, or whether it was a wrong place, wrong time situation. Yes.
No. Maybe.
I'm
Possibly.
gonna leave it there for now.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you can use those again when we get to Regina.
Beautiful. Excellent. Fantastic. So, I think we have one of 2 ways that we can go. One, we can investigate the actual spot of the attack. Maybe the ghost went there and it's stuck there. Or 2, we can go visit this Dr. Regina.
Cool. I mean, we're already on campus.
I'll tell you also, so the witness who found Maeve was this person called Sharky. The witness who dropped them off at the hospital was someone different. Both of these people were involved with this group of kind of weirdos who hang out at the Bits a lot. So the thought crosses your mind that maybe Maeve had a bit of a pit stop at the Bits before she got to the hospital. Maybe there might have been a moment there, like the time between the attack, like when it was meant to happen, and her arriving at the hospital is substantial enough that there's like you're beginning to put these pieces together of like what there wouldn't have been traffic this time of day. The hospital's not that far. There's campus security. Like, why was this amount of time allowed to pass before she actually sought medical attention? Like, who would have interrupted that path?
So something that would have been like, what would have normally taken 15 minutes somehow took
2
an
hours.
hour, a couple hours? Okay. Okay. that would be a very big time gap.
Yeah.
So if she spent it at the Bits, that would be a worthwhile place to go stop by. And there's reason for you to believe that might be the case because 2 of these people have connections
How
there.
close is the attack site to where we are now? Was it on campus?
So the attack site was in an alley between kind of campus buildings. The Bits is about 20 minutes out of the way of the hospital. So it's kind of like campus, Bits, hospital.
Okay.
They kind of would have had to go this way and then back.
It might be worth it to check out the attack site and see if the ghost is there, because if they are, maybe you can talk to them.
Sure.
And
Then
then
we go to the Bits.
And then head over to the Bits. Does that sound
sounds like
good?
a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna skedoodle on over to that alley.
So good. Okay.
Oh, good.
So, you guys make your way over to this alley. I would like for whoever is interested to please investigate a mystery,
Yeah.
Investigate a mystery.
which is plus sharp.
Sharp.
I have a minus sharp.
6.
I have a +3 in sharp, so I can always investigate
Good call.
if need be. Jesus. I got an 8.
I
8?
also got an 8.
Okay, you each can hold 1.
Wins.
Questions.
Yeah.
So these are the investigate a mystery questions.
Okay.
All right. First, while we're there, Perry, do you see Maeve anywhere?
Do I see Maeve anywhere?
Or get like a hint of her around?
Why don't you roll plus weird? Just
Plus weird.
Just to see if you can kind of connect to the spirit realm in this moment.
Seven.
Which is technically, it's like a mixed success. Okay, so I think you take a moment to try to kind of to like open your third eye and look into something that is no longer here. I'm gonna have to pry the lids open.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah, totally. You take a moment to try to focus, and it is it is the exact day, like the anniversary
Whoa.
of her death. So I think that helps you. And I think for a moment you smell that violet scent, and you can tell that she's trying to help you that lavender scent. Yes. You can tell she's trying to help you for a moment. And for like two seconds, you see this flash of this really gruesome sort of scene of this half transformed doppelganger with this like pale kind of skull-like face, elongated fingers that go white to black in this really unsettling sort of ombre, and they're like inhumanly kind of pointed and clawed at the end. And this professor was kind of tall. This doppelganger is like 7.5 feet tall. And as opposed to having eyes, it's like just 2 black holes in his face.
Yikes.
But he's wearing the kind of clothes that the professor would have worn.
Right.
And he has like half of, as if like the hairline is like pushed back, like he's mid-transformation. He has some of the hair of this professor.
Whoa.
And he's got one hand braced really harshly, one claw over Maeve's throat, and has her pinned against the brick wall behind her. You can tell she's already starting to black out. And one claw raised, and as he goes to strike down, you see this this kind of ghostly figure kind of intercept and almost like catch his claw mid throw. And for a moment, you get this kind of old book smell. And you're like back to where you are. And it is very, the perspective that you're watching this scene from is about like 6 inches shorter than you are. Like it's almost like you're watching this scene from someone else's eyes.
Huh.
And then you snap out of it.
Please retell in great detail everything that you saw.
Right. So I was 6 inches shorter. I don't know, weird, right? But so I saw Maeve, and she was pinned against this wall by this 7-foot something creature, like super long black and white body. I think it was a doppelganger, and it was kind of like halfway between Professor, halfway between whatever the fuck it is. But something came out of nowhere and stopped it from attacking her, like finishing her off. And
Interesting.
like there's this like weird old book smell.
Old book smell. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that already gets us some pretty big clues.
Yeah, that's a lot.
yeah.
Thank you for your chosen gifts.
So, Axel and Verto, each of you have a question, which, using this new information that you've got from Perry, you may be allowed to kind of dig a little bit deeper into as well.
I would like to see if there is sort of like any evidence around when this creature scurried off, like where it might have gone, or...
So, doppelgangers are sort of outcasts in the spirit realm. Even among demons, they're kind of not respected. Because they kind of do things that most other spirits even, like, they sort of draw a line before, you know? If not morally, then because they sort of look down on mortals in this kind of, like, I don't have to pretend to be you to fuck with you kind of way, like, I'm better than you sort of thing. So they're very much outcasts in this realm. And being fought off by another spirit or ghost, and being a spirit themselves, they would be able to essentially vanish or be banished from a space for a period of time.
Okay.
So that sort of interceptor that Perry describes, they probably like dispatched this doppelganger for a time, more than likely by force.
Okay. That was my question.
Just with my knowledge of doppelgangers, would I know what can hurt a doppelganger?
For sure. They are not fond of the cold or of salt.
Salt and cold.
They also, as you're looking around the space, jury's kind of out about whether or not sunlight affects these spirits, but this alley doesn't get a lot of sunlight, so it's possible that may have been weaponized against them at some point as well.
Do we know the time of day this attack occurred?
It would have been midday.
Midday? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
like bold
risky.
move.
Yeah.
All right.
Bold. Oh, dang.
Bold
Really,
or desperate.
Really hated Maeve. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, bold and emotional or desperate and in great need to get something done, either for oneself or for someone else.
Okay. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think we got everything we can get from this. Should we head over to the bits
Yeah,
now?
over the bits, yeah.
Let's go to the bits.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up pretty soon. But, okay, so you guys arrive at the bits.
I'm at the door. Oh, you guys, I'm a regular here. I got it. I'll take it.
You got the VIP card.
I gently kick the door open.
Yeah,
Yo!
it's like wind chimes instead of a regular bell. It's like very mystical.
This is
sort
the
of
only place you will
energy.
see me not be angsty.
Oh,
This is
wow.
Yeah,
this is my happy
Put
place.
a smile on your
you
face.
you smell sage burning. There are all kinds of just like weird oddities, like bones and crystals and just like weird shit all over this place. It's highly disorganized as well. Like there is no sense of like placement of anything. It gives this energy of like this. So there's a little blonde kind of teen looking girl behind this glass counter where there's a bit of a checkout moment happening. She has a blonde ponytail. It's like up like a little bit higher than it should be on her head. It's like overly. It's overly obvious, like it's right there, and it's it kind of like every time she moves, it like goes with her. It's like that kind of thing. And she has these round glasses that she's constantly pushing back up the bridge of her nose. And yes, she's wearing this cute little penguin graphic tee with, since it's summer, she's got like a kind of black cardigan and some dark jeans and combat boots as she kind of is like sitting in what looks like a director's chair behind the glass counter. It definitely doesn't belong in this space. There's actually, as you're looking around, there's a handful of things, if you were to take a moment to notice, where it's like, that definitely is like the stop sign that used to be 2 streets down, and it's just here now.
It's a cursed item.
Yeah, there's just a couple things that are like, that doesn't go here. Okay, cool, neat.
Keep about that.
Yeah. But she's actually reading. She's got some cards out, and as you approach the counter, you can see she's doing her own tarot as you approach the counter. There's a little clear quartz that's sitting out on the counter, and she's like midway through a 3-card read.
Yo, P. Yeah.
Hi.
What's up? But just because of the penguins, you see.
Oh, that's your nickname.
No,
for
it just
Okay, that's cool.
Sure, it's a new one. I usually just Lucy is fine, or some people call me Luton, but I guess P's also cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Lucy, nice to meet you. I'm Rodeo.
Hi.
I'll give her like a nice hearty handshake.
It's like overly like, hello, yes, it's so nice to like aggressively there.
I'm Rodeo. We got Perry over here.
Oh, no, hi, Lucy.
Hi again. Hi.
Yeah.
I just tip my head.
Well, yep, and we got. What was your name again?
It's on the screen.
What is this?
Axel.
Right. Okay. And we got Axel.
That's so cool. Okay, well, welcome. Let me know if you guys need anything specific.
Well,
yeah.
we do. Kind of
Oh.
hoping you're gonna help us out with something.
Oh, okay.
You know anything about a girl named Maeve?
Maeve.
Oh shit. I mean, no. What are you talking about? What?
Well,
no,
now it's
that's
obviously
crazy.
that you do.
That's so crazy. And immediately, Flake, your senses are like ding, 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 ding. A liar in my midst.
Lying.
She 100% like there was a moment of recognition, and she is not so subtly trying to be not obvious about it. And even like you can tell she's only flipped 2 of her 3 cards, and she's already like stacking them all back up and putting them away, and just like trying to be done with this like occupy herself, like be done with this conversation.
Dang. I guess she don't know. Is there someone else we could ask?
Yeah, no, I super don't know anything about that. That's crazy. But we have half-price rose quartz today, so just let me know if anything
Well, will those
tickles
rose
your
quartz
fancy.
protect anyone against doppelgangers?
What are those? What? That's crazy. Like, you mean like people who look kind of like you, but they like you don't know them, like that? Like that
Like
kind of
the
doppelganger?
7'4" ones that have really long claws.
You seem a little nervous.
And you guys watch as like she tries to kind of collect her energy, and behind her, a book throws itself off the shelf and falls open on the desk in front of her, and the same ghostly figure from your vision apparates up out of it, and he says, "What is up, my guys? My name is Lil Grimmy, and I know a super heckin' lot about doppelgangers. What's your questions, my dude?" And that's where I would love to end tonight's session.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Lord Grimmy is Jojo Siwa.
Oh my god! Yes.
Boinks, Lil Grimmy, that's 6. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay,
Oh
so,
my
and on the return of Lil Grimmy, and I promise all of our lovely friends, actually, I'm going to give you one more little drop before we go, because you guys dropped 2 lovely characters tonight and items, and I didn't get to our second one. But the book, as it flies off the shelf, is quite literally screaming. And as it falls open, you can tell, like, he's like 2 little ghost feet are like holding the book open and like actively trying to keep it from like from making any other noise as he tries to talk over it as loudly as possible. Yeah, it's like trying to scream underneath him, and he's like, nope, it's just me, and I'm taking the space now, and nothing is wrong at all. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Grimmy.
So good. So you guys, thank you so much for joining us of episode 1 of season 2 of Enigma Enterprises. I'm so happy you all were able to make it through tonight. If anything that you saw on this show was worth at least $1, well, gee, golly, wow, I hope that you'll give us
$1 more.
a little help over on our Patreon, where you can get exclusive content such as talkback shows and seasons of exclusive things that you didn't even get to see if you're only on our Twitch. Yeah.
Secret things
You'll
over
see me and Echo on seasons 1 and 2 and 3 of Die over there. And there's all kinds of really cool stuff. And of course, if you do have any neat questions for us, then you'll get to see our talkback show hopefully next week on our Patreon before this episode even goes
Hopefully
live.
next week.
Hopefully next week, right?
yeah.
Hopefully being the operative term there.
Yes, it will release at 9 a.m. next week. There was a show that released today. My goodness.
Just checking.
Low expectations.
I don't run
so we can
anything. I
exceed
just
them.
don't like making people promises that I personally can't deliver on. Okay, so drop your questions in those discords. I assume we have an Enigma Discord still
Yes,
up.
we do. Yeah.
Lovely. So just put them right in there. And amazing. One last time, I'm Brooke. I've been your keeper this evening. I'm Brooke Thornton, actor on Instagram. Who are you guys?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, did we do all our songs?
No, we have one more.
Oh, heck.
Oh my
I'm Big Chunk. I haven't played any.
We're gonna sing you out into the rain. Yeah.
And you've been.
Oh, I say my name first? Okay. I'm Shane, Bubblegum Shane, and I was Rodeo.
Yay.
And of course, I've been myself, Echo.
Yay!
There you go.
Twas a fun-filled night.
We solved a little stuff.
We might get a little bite.
And hopefully not a lot of gruff.
There we go.
Oh, put your questions in the Discord.
And we'll try to answer them.
Although I can't guarantee we won't be bored.
Bum.
Yeah, don't be a bum.
Oh,
We'll try to get all through them.
And it'll be a lot of fun.
We'll try to solve this mystery.
I'll try not to bring my gun.
Hope
I was supposed to rain with you, wasn't it?
Yes. We have a doppelganger to fight.
And it might kill us all.
The doppelganger will fight at night.
We might die after all. Oh, whitey di 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 di. Oh, whitey di 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 forever.
Yay!
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And farewell.
Enjoy our
And I'll see you next
raid.
week. And I promise I'll put all your characters in it next week. Yay!
I was really looking for a raid. I was
Questions?
looking for